Okay, I've got one of these Ego 56 volt select cut XP 21-inch self-propelled mowers. And if you own one of these, you probably know what I'm talking about. When you go to mow in self-propel and you stop at the end of the row and you turn around and go back for the next row of cutting, the back wheels want to lock up or skid or give you all kinds of grief. So I just stopped using self-propel altogether because it's a really light mower. You don't need to have it self-propelled. And so I just wanted to not use it at all. And I still had problems. I still want the back wheels want to lock up and you're skidding in the grass, and it's just a royal pain. So, and I went online and found out that this is more of a issue with this mower that everybody's having, and it's not something that can be fixed. So I went online to try to find out if there's a way of disengaging or eliminating the self-propel and just let the wheels free coast. That's what I wanted to do, and I could not find anything on YouTube or online, anybody could find out how to do that. So I've done it myself, and I want to make a video showing how to get the rear wheel off. There's some gears inside of it that connect to a shaft that goes to the motor in the middle of the rear axle. So what we would do is we're going to take this wheel off, remove the gears, and put the wheel back on, and then this will be a free coasting wheel, and we won't have to deal with the self-propel. We won't have a self-propel feature, but I don't want it anyway. It's just going to be like a regular push mower. And I love the mower. Everything else about the mower I love. So that's the only feature I don't want anymore. So we're going to show you how to remove that wheel and get rid of those gears. Okay, I got this on its side here. And the first thing you want to do is remove this cap. It just pops on. If you turn it, you can see there's a little bit of gap in one side right there. That basically, I get my flathead screwdriver underneath there and you just pop that off. And there we go. This comes right off. And then we have a 1/2 inch bolt underneath of it. We're going to need a 1/2 inch socket and a socket wrench. And you'll probably also need the standard screwdriver popping this cap off. Other than that, that's all the tools you need. So let's go ahead and get this wheel off here. Okay, I've got a 1/2 inch socket on there. I'll just loosen that up. Thread that off. And got a little bit of Loctite on there from the factory. Got a bearing underneath there. And at this point, all we need to do is rock that wheel off of there. It's engaged with some gears in there, so it might take a little bit of wiggling to get it off. Just be careful with it. I'll just use my knee and the other hand. There it goes. All right, that's the inside. This is the inside of the wheel. As you can see, there's a ring gear and a sprocket on there. And then on the inside where the shaft is, there's 2 gears. You got a plastic gear here that's free coasting. And then you got a metal gear down here that's got a bit of a slack to it. I mean, you can probably move about 1/4 of a turn. And then that connects to this rod right here that goes into the motor. And the motor is right here. And then the same thing with this wheel. It's basically a duplicate of this other wheel. It's just closer to the motor than that side is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these gears off here and just leave the spline and then put the wheel back on. So the first thing we're going to do is there's a C-clip. If you can see that, the C-clip right here. We're going to remove that C-clip and remove this plastic gear. So let me get my tools and we'll do that. Okay, got me a straight screwdriver, the same one I took the cap off the wheel with. I'm just going to get underneath there. You can see there's 2 little pockets here in that gear, so you can get your screwdriver in there and pry that up. Okay, it just went flying. That's okay. I'll find it later. Then underneath that, you've got a spring washer. And then underneath that, you got a spring. And then under the spring, you've got the gear. So I'm just going to take it all off in one unit. And then put that someplace safe. And then underneath that, you have another spring washer. Well, actually, this looks like a bit more of a rubber washer. So put that over here. And then now you've got the metal gear underneath that with a smaller C-clip that holds that on. Let's see if I can show you that. That's right. Okay, there's a flat on one side of this shaft, and then the C-clip is underneath that. So basically what you need to do is move this C-clip around until the open end of the C-clip is on the opposite side of the flat. That way you can get your screwdriver underneath the closed end of the C-clip and just pry that out. Okay, there it is. A bit greasy. Okay, so we're going to hold on to that and lose that. We're going to put that someplace safe. And then at this point we just pull that gear right off the spline, off the axle spline. I get my finger underneath that. There it goes. And that's what you have left. And we're just going to leave it just like that, and we'll put the wheel back on. All right, now I got all the parts put away to where they're safe. This is what we have left. Basically, just have a spline here that connects to the axle that goes down to the motor. And this will all clear the gears on that wheel, so you don't have to worry about nothing engaging. This is the center point of the wheel. This is where the wheel goes on. And so we're just going to leave all these gears on the wheel, and we're just going to put it back on. And that's it. And we put this bolt back in there. Tighten it up. Good and snug. And now what we do is put this cap back on. And that's it. Now we have a free coasting wheel. No motor turning and nothing like that. We just have a nice free coasting wheel, which is just what I'm looking for. I'm done with the self-propel. So hopefully this helped you. If you want to do the same thing as I did, hopefully this video will be helpful to you. Thank you.